Hi, very good morning. It's Gene from Mavstar. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, is the American leadership really showing the whole world now what it looks like without its mask on. And we're going to talk about this a little bit later on in this video. And it won't be a long one, so stick around, because what I'm going to say, right, is the truth. Clearly, utterly, 100% the truth. So before we get there, we're just seeing what we normally see in this channel here on YouTube. You know, people come along, they take all the information, they leave, they never support it. You know, another day, another sad day for this observatory where 0 people funded what we do. You know, as to, you know, even making a comment, this is how lazy some people are. You know, we had over 1,000 people. Well, I don't think we had 1,000 people yesterday watched the last video, but, you know, it was close on that. But about 10 comments, if that, maximum. So that's how lazy people are getting now, and complacent. And yet, what was we talking about? We was talking about a 33% increase in volcanic activity. People couldn't give a slightest, you know, toss, let's face it, about what's going on in this world. That's the truth. The majority of the people don't care. And maybe it's like the Bible said, you know, those that would rather listen to the truth and see it as a lie are doing it. Or those that are not allowed to be hearing things won't hear it. I don't know. I really don't know. But one thing's for sure here, and you can always say this about this channel, is that we've been clear all the way through. What you think I don't know, how to get numbers of people here, how to pacify them with content. I have 6 different camera angles on a science project so that it looks like professional. But what am I trying to do? Just capture your attention. And we're not trying to do that for any other reason other than something's important, you know, and worthy of your attention. Forget the glamour and glitter. We've never been down that road on our channel, and we certainly aren't like a lot of other channels that have a shop on the side to sell your merchandise, because, you know, we do, after all, have 60,000 subscribers. I'm sure we could sell cups, hoodies, baseball caps, and an array of, you know, merchandise, but we've never done that because for two reasons. We've never been interested in the fame, and we've never been interested in a fortune. We know what sort of people go after fame and fortune, and there certainly aren't the ones that you can class as honest people. Now, I hope that some of you that have stuck around have realised, you know, the honesty that we've portrayed on this channel throughout its, you know, time on YouTube. You know, we just hope that you notice the difference. Yes, we're not interested in creating, you know, glamorous content so that it captures your mind for that reason. We would rather you come to this channel for serious information and support it. You know, I don't think people realise, you know, that if we get to a certain point and this becomes a burden for just me, then I've got to turn in the towel. It's just like that. You know, just like you've seen your local groceries go off the high streets, your butchers disappear. And then what happens after that? You are subjected to what you can buy in the big supermarkets and supermarkets. And I guarantee it will not carry the ranges where your local grocers would have had or your local butcher would have had. That's what you'll lose if you lose this channel. You'll lose the only channel that is covering the magnetic migration, right? With equipment, not guesstimating, but with actual equipment. We've got a Trimag system that took 2 years to develop. We've got that. If you lose that, it's gone. As simple as that. You know, so again, you know, there is a link down there in the description. Why don't you consider supporting something and keeping being informed honestly on certain things? Now, on the back of that, let's get on with what we're looking at here. Netanyahu has an arrest warrant out for him, and the United States have refused to arrest him if he goes into the United States. What does that say about the justice system internationally, and more so that of the United States? And I just want to say, it was the United States that set up the International Criminal Court of Justice. And now after the court has ruled that it will put out arrest warrants now for Netanyahu and a few of his cabinet members, he can travel to the United States to and from and not be arrested. You know what I'm saying here? Is that is a slap in the face to the whole world. And we see now that, there is another agenda. America has definitely pulled off its mask and revealed what its leadership is. Nothing but a bunch of criminals who are protecting their criminal friends. Because Netanyahu has an arrest warrant on him for war crimes. I'm going to say that again, war crimes. He starved people in the Gaza Strip. That is a war crime, and that is one of the pretexts for him having a warrant out now for his arrest. In America are giving him the free right to travel to and from. When America set up the international court with other countries to bring justice when it was needed on an international scope, and now they are refusing to do it. An unbelievable action, but it should not come as any surprise. We've seen how they weaponised the justice system within their own country when it came to dealing with Donald Trump. It was weaponised, and we're seeing it here again. But that just shows the rest of the world, through them not respecting the court's decision, the international court decision, it is showing the world that they are nothing but criminals running the United States. And I'll just say to anybody in the United States, you do realise that you have the full rights of those amendments in the Constitution Bill of Rights to take away and remove a criminal, and more so, tyrannical government. I think that is the exact word used in those Bill of Rights. If there is a tyrannical government at some point in the future, you must bear arms to deal with that tyrannical government. Well, how many clear examples do you need before you act? I'll tell you why they are taking this stance. Because America is guilty also of war crimes. Because they supplied the weapons to Netanyahu for him to use on the Gaza Strip, and now Lebanon, and then Yemen and Iran. There is no peace, there is no negotiations with this guy, and he has committed war crimes, and therefore he has warrants out for his arrest. And America should respect the International Criminal Court system for two reasons. Because it was established with a partnership from America to establish, the international court, and it should show President here that when it comes down to respecting law and order and court's decisions, that should be upheld, and that what they're doing is completely the opposite. They have just rubbed salt in the international criminal court system eyes and totally refused. As you can see here, apparently if Benjamin Netanyahu sets foot in the UK, he's going to be arrested. And likewise with a lot of other European countries, they said that they will uphold, and as they should do, the criminal court justice decisions. Because there's a reason for it being established in the first place. And if Benjamin Netanyahu has an arrest warrant out against him, it's for good causes. End of story on that matter. But look at where we are today, and look at how these world leaders are behaving clearly now in open daylight. They have definitely took off their mask and showed us what sort of people they are, and they should have absolutely no respect whatsoever when they're behaving in this manner. And it's the same. I'm not just picking on the United States leadership. Just look at the British leadership over Southport, murders of those poor children, and the lies that was told the British public by no other than Sir Keir Starmer. Sir Keir Starmer also put gagging orders on all of the MPs so that they can't even talk about it. That's showing us all again, the double standards. It's okay to lie to the British public. Perfectly okay. Well, I think after that point, how much trust then should we put in Sir Keir Starmer if we now know he will clearly lie to our faces and not tell us the truth, which he has a duty to do so. Well, there you go. This is the world we live in. Guys, if you want to help support us here on our website and on our YouTube channel and the things that we bring to the table, which are of utmost importance, especially in regards to the anomalies that are taking place on our planet, then links down there in the description. Only other thing to say is you enjoy your day. As always, bye for now.